begin, though, in the Middle East, where Israel is just hours away from receiving the final remaining hostages. The US president will arrive there today as preparations are finalised in what's shaping up to be a hugely consequential day. Let's go live to correspondent Hannah Sinclair in Hostages Square, Tel Aviv. Hannah, good morning to you. The wait almost over.
Good morning, Carl. Yeah, that's right. 737 days these families have been waiting for this moment, and it is almost here. Officials say the hostage release will unfold in the coming hours after midnight local time. 20 hostages still alive, set to be freed by Hamas all at once. 28 hostages believed to be dead. Some are still being located by Hamas, and that will take time. Now, this hostage release will unfold unlike the others. An Israeli spokesperson says there will be no sick displays by Hamas or parading of hostages. Instead, they will be loaded into cars and driven home in the middle of the night. In exchange, Israel will free hundreds of Palestinian prisoners set to be loaded onto buses once Israel gets confirmation the hostages have crossed the Gaza border. As for the man who helped make all of this happen, Donald Trump, well, Israel is ready to welcome him. American flags line the streets in Jerusalem and here in Tel Aviv, and a red carpet has been rolled out at the airport. Carl, it's going to be a big few hours.
It's buzzing there, isn't it, Hannah? Thank you. The trade truce brokered between China and the US appears to be on the rocks this morning, with Beijing accusing the Trump administration of double standards. Over the weekend, Donald Trump threatened to impose 100% tariffs on Chinese imports in response to limits Beijing put on the rare earth elements it sends to the US. A spokesperson for China's Commerce Ministry said, "We do not want to fight, but we are not afraid to fight," refusing to rule out retaliation.
Teenagers allegedly involved in a random stabbing attack outside Crown Casino in Melbourne have bragged about the attack. Let's go live to Today Melbourne reporter Christina Hearn. Chris, good morning. All but one are back out on the streets now.
Sarah, a 15-year-old boy, the alleged ringleader, appeared in a children's court last night charged with a string of offences. He was remanded in custody to appear in court again on Friday. There were 5 teenage boys allegedly involved. 4 of them have already been released on the streets. This all unfolded just before 2 a.m. on Yarra Promenade, just outside Crown Casino. A 47-year-old man and his 23-year-old son walking along with their family, allegedly stabbed. They were taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 3 of those teenagers turned back up at the scene yesterday, speaking with the media, reportedly bragging about being addicted to stabbing people. Sarah.
It's awful. Chris, thank you. To breaking news out of Sydney now, where 2 men are in hospital after an armed home invasion in the city's southwest. Police say a masked group of men forced their way into a home in Rosemeadow just after 1:30 a.m, armed with a double-barrel shotgun and 2 machetes. A 19-year-old and a 53-year-old man were assaulted, while 4 women in their 20s, also inside the home at the time, were uninjured. Peak hour in Brisbane is starting earlier, with traffic building from 4:45 a.m, an hour before the traditional 6 o'clock peak. That's according to new traffic data from Transurban, which has also found afternoon congestion starts at 2 p.m, with a second lift at 6. It's prompted calls for greater investment in road infrastructure and more frequent public transport services.
Social media companies are being told there will be no excuse when Australia's first World Under-16s ban begins in just 2 months' time, with the Minister to meet bosses today. Live to Today Federal Politics reporter Liz Daniels in Canberra. Liz, good morning to you. They'll be read the Riot Act.
Yeah, and if they have any questions, Carl, this is their chance to ask, because the onus is on the companies to police this ban on under-16s. The Communications Minister, Annika Wells, and the E-Safety Commissioner will start these rolling meetings today. They'll speak to the bosses of Meta, Snapchat, YouTube and TikTok throughout the week, and then meet with X in November. Platforms will be required to verify a user's age using multi-layered technology, either IDs, facial recognition or an assessment of their digital footprint, and then shut down any underage accounts. These meetings are not a chance to get out of complying, Carl. The laws have already passed. They do come into effect on December 10.
Liz, thank you. The most expensive sport has been revealed this morning, and it's dancing. It's costing Australian families more than $30,000 during a child's school years. That's almost double the cost of tennis, the second most expensive sport according to data from the Australian Sports Commission, and the most affordable sport to play throughout childhood is netball.
Oh.
You're onto it early, says.
Never played netball, sadly. Tried my hand at dancing, didn't go so well. Anyway, following months of speculation, former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and pop star Katy Perry have made it clear there are indeed fireworks between the two. Let's go live to US correspondent Reid Butler in Los Angeles. Reid, how on earth did they let such a thing slip?
Well, they were pictured kissing and getting hot and steamy by a whale-watching boat packed with tourists off the coast of Santa Barbara, California. The photos, they're a little bit raunchy, among the reasons why we can't show you, but I did take the liberty of drawing a little diagram which should give you an idea there.
Very
Justin
good,
Trudeau,
Reid.
the Canadian Prime Minister, shirtless, making out with the pop star Katy Perry on board her yacht. Yeah, I'm a pretty good drawer, I reckon, Sarah. This is after months of speculation. The rumours started flying when the couple was spotted getting dinner together in Montreal earlier this year. Then we saw Justin, there he is, at Katy's concert. Now it does appear that they are an item. We are very happy for them, of course, but it is all just so very random.
It's very random. That picture, though, I think you should hang that in the Louvre. I mean, that is a masterpiece. Da Vinci, eat your heart out, mate.
It was like my fourth try as well. I had many practice shots at that. That's the best I could come up with.
We'll colour it in for the next cross. Thank you, Reid. Well, one of the biggest punk rock bands in the world, Good Charlotte, is set to play a huge regional show in Bendigo. It'll mark the first time in nearly a decade that twin brothers Benji and Joel have performed down under as the band teases a national tour. The gig on February 21 is already expected to give a welcome boost to local cafes, accommodation providers and restaurants. Love Bendigo. Good call.
Well, they were only supposed to be in space for 8 days, but as was well documented, their test flight quickly turned into a long-duration mission. NASA astronauts Butch and Sunny have spoken to 960 Minutes, detailing the moment they became stranded in space.
When did you realise that something had gone really wrong?
We knew on the second day before we started losing thrusters that things were not acting correctly. The spacecraft was working hard to keep us on the trajectory to the space station, but it wasn't acting like it was designed to. Soon thereafter, we started losing the thrusters, and then one after another, we knew something was absolutely wrong.
We had to dock. And if we didn't dock, I wasn't sure in the situation we were in that we could actually even make it back to Earth.
The pair ended up staying in space for more than 9 months. International breakdancing competitions can be a bit of a sore spot for Australians, but there have been some pretty sweet moves on the stage in Los Angeles, where a Dutch teenager has been crowned the world champion in street dance. The 18-year-old beat the 2023 world champ Waxy from South Korea at the Red Bull Dance Your Style World Final. Whoa. It is the first time that all 18 finalists have been women. Aren't they amazing?
With the investment,
Look at those moves, so cool.
Whoa. That is brilliant.
Okay, well, from breakdancing to sausage dogs, more than 100,000 sausage dogs have sprinted, stumbled and snuffled their way through Germany's quirkiest race. The third international Dachshund competition in Munich saw tiny paws fly across a 40-metre track, with the reigning champ crossing the finish line in a lightning-fast 4.4 seconds.
I wonder if they can dance as well. Try that next time.
You know what they should do? They should put little monkeys on their backs.
You could do like a little... Have you seen them dress up ones on the...
No.
That's very funny. Can you stop doing that, please?
I think that'd be hilarious.
Australia's Johnny Furphy is taking the United States by storm after delivering one of the most brutal dunks basketball fans have seen this year. Look at that.
The 20-year-old added to his highlight reel by overpowering Oklahoma's defence in the Pacers' 116-101 victory.
Oof.
Furphy, catch, drop.
Get it, Murph! Furph, yeah! Nasty!
All right, is that guy okay?
We nasty. We nasty down under.
He's obviously had a couple of furfies. The stunned reaction from Furphy's teammates say it all. This was an incredible feat, and we'll have a reaction to all that with Felix coming up.
Yes. So good. Well, let's take a look at the weather right across the country for you now. And some isolated storms and showers are expected for far north Queensland.
A partly cloudy day for Melbourne, Hobart and Adelaide. Temperatures soaring in the west coast, reaching a high of 38 degrees. Summer is early in Karratha.
Oof, it is warm.